But first, the time has come for Australia to officially withdraw its financial support for the World Health Organization. I'll tell you why. This financial year, Australia is being asked to hand over $16 million to the WHO. For what? So that it can cover up China's disgraceful coronavirus scandal. China knew about COVID-19 for 6 weeks before it told the world. Now that's 42 days. Do you know how many people could have been saved from death if we had a 6-week head start on this virus? Now today the Prime Minister said Australia and the world will be looking to organisations like the WHO to ensure lessons are learned from the devastating coronavirus outbreak. He went on to say there must be transparency in understanding how it began in Wuhan and how it was transmitted. We need to fully understand and protect against the global health threat posed by places like wet markets. Now, it's now becoming increasingly clear that the coronavirus started when an animal, likely a bat, transmitted the virus to a human through one of these so-called wet markets. That is irrefutable. The barbaric and humane nature of a wet market is one thing. To then know that transmission from animal to human is carried out through these markets makes them unsustainable. I'll repeat that. It makes them unsustainable. But pressure on who should not just stop with banning wet markets. It's also clear that the WHO was flat-footed in its initial response to the coronavirus outbreak. Thank God we ignored them about stopping the aviation routes. We went ahead and stopped those international aviation routes from China. Flat-footed, I think, is probably the nicer term. Caught in a conspiracy with China to understate the impact of the virus in its early stages is the more popular belief. And I'll tell you what, it's gaining credence. If the planet cannot rely on the World Health Organization to provide sound, timely and effective advice on things such as pandemics, why have it? I mean, US President Donald Trump is less than enamoured with the WHO and their performance on COVID-19, and that's justifiable. The fact that it takes China's side on the sovereignty of Taiwan is further proof that it takes its instructions from Beijing. Now, incidentally, Taiwan, which dealt with SARS and MERS, is the best performing country in the world when it comes to containment of COVID-19. That says a lot about the way the Taiwanese are handling this. Australia must play hardball with the World Health Organization. The health and economic destructiveness of this pandemic shows the WHO is incapable of doing its job. It needs a clean out at the top, or we should drop our funding. Simple.